So many people, they need to have a 5K, a 10K. I need to have a course in front of me. I need to have something in front of me for me to get my fucking ass up and do some shit. And that used to be me. And nowadays, you know, shit, for past 20-some years, I don't need fucking purpose.
Because you want things you don't have, and you are unhappy with the trades that you've made, but you want to keep the things you got from making those trades and then also retrade whatever it is that you gave to get what you've got for something else without accepting the downsides and trades of getting that thing.
Boom, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of like learning how to love yourself too. So, you know what I'm saying? I encourage a lot of y'all, bro. A lot of y'all watching right now, y'all need to learn how to be by y'allself. See, me, I can go camping by myself. I can go hiking by myself. I'm in the snow right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not talking to nobody.
You have very, very low budgets. Some of the things that you could do aren't necessarily safe, but as a man, to live an interesting life, we all have to take risks, right? If you live in California, I don't know, hitchhike from California to New York City or to Florida. Try to get somewhere else without any money, without a car of your own. You know, do something interesting. There was a guy who I still speak about to this day. He rode his bicycle from the Netherlands.
If you're not still there, your companion, which is yourself, needs to feel free to tell you it's okay. That was a bad place to be. That was a bad person to be. But you're not that person anymore, and you're not in that place anymore. But if you're with yourself and yourself is always beating you up, you're not going to want to be with yourself.
Yeah, he might be a better wrestler than me, but you know, like I said, you gotta have confidence in yourself. So even if, you know, collegiately he had a better career than me, you know, I'm gonna believe that I'm gonna be better than him. You know, it's the power of the mind, and you know, I believe that I'm gonna stuff his takedowns. And if he does take me down, I believe that I'll be amazing on my back. You know, it's just gotta think for the best and you know, train for the worst. Be a champion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the fans excited. The UFC is growing, and it's just a tremendous thing to be a part of. It's changed my life, and I embrace what it is.
I ask him, what's next? He gives me a look like he's bewildered, kind of say, congratulations. I say what's next because basically, if you have a long laundry list of fucking shit you want to accomplish in life, you sit back and you're very happy. You sit back on your accomplishments and say, wow, it's like a nice warm blanket. It's nice and comfortable. You don't want to do anymore. A lot of us have these I love me walls, certificates, trophies, plaques. I put all that shit in storage. As a reminder, I have more to do. Greatness is something you earn every fucking day. Hey kid, I'm proud of you. Stay hard, but keep on fucking working.
You're worried about people's opinions more than you are worried about your own. Naturally, like everybody else, you always put yourself first, whether you want to acknowledge that or not. You're always worried about you first. But somewhere along the line, somewhere down the line, you've always put somebody else's opinion over yours. They can't do anything for you but talk a good talk. They can either talk you out of something they don't want to see you become successful with, because that possibly would rub them wrong, but it's their fault because they should be doing something successful too. We're supposed to be so focused on what we're doing, we're not focused on someone else. But you're gonna listen to somebody else's opinion, and you're gonna allow their opinion to hold you back.
Satisfied when we just make trades. And I see this like kind of like for us as individuals, that there's kind of these stages you go through. Like in the beginning, you just blame everyone else for why you don't have what you want, right? That's like stage one. Stage two, you learn how to get stuff. So now you get something that you want, but you're like, man, I want that other path, right? I want the benefits of that without the cost of that. But in my mind, I've been imagining getting both my current life and that life, and then I'm just going to be dissatisfied since I don't have both. And I heard this really interesting quote, which I love. Not wanting something is as good as having it.
I'm, for some reason, like ready to go back and start working on new music tonight, even though everyone around.
You know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day.
But a lot more of you can than can't. Now, it takes courage. It takes courage. It takes sacrifice. I mean, if I was single and in some of these cities and I read what's going on in these cities and I read about the politics and the crime and the homelessness and the cost of living and the cost of rent and the cost of groceries and the inability to do all this stuff, I'd sell everything I could sell, put enough in the backpack, and I'd walk out. I'd sell my car, I'd sell everything. Don't tell me it can't be done. Watch the video on there. I hitchhiked and took a bus from...
This is a guy who can run 30 miles any time of the day. So I tell him to come out to my house and we'll get some runs in. So he comes out, he goes, man, I'm telling you, I can't run past 8 miles. But I realize in his life, he's added a new kid, more responsibilities at work, all this stuff. He's not thinking about this, I am. So I take him out for a run. We get 30 minutes into it. How far are we going, Goggins? I ain't tell him. Get an hour into it, I ain't tell him. Hour and a half into it, didn't tell him. So soon he shuts up. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't? So it's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no fucking 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life fucking sucks. You're in the fucking dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm still going to get it. Feelings in the world. Anybody who thought I wasn't gonna be somebody, it's never enough. Like a dog. I got a little fucking bulldog at home, and I can't feed that motherfucker enough food. He will eat, she will eat until she's dead. That's me. I leave no scraps on the table for anyone to pick up. And that's the mentality that you must have if you want to be great. And the thing about greatness is this. The sad thing about it, most of us never even think about it because we don't believe it's even in our arena. We think greatness is Michael Jordan or Tom Brady or Serena Williams, wherever the fuck it is. People have a lot of money. You have to put that shit in your Rolodex. Until you start to think that way, whatever you think about, trust me, it will become exactly who the fuck you are. I wanted to be the hardest motherfucker that ever lived. Am I that? It doesn't matter. I don't care. That was my goal when I was a 300-pound piece of shit. I think I'm not too far away from that motherfucker now.
You are that motherfucker.
Maybe. But that said, you gotta put that shit on the fucking table. If you don't, it's not going to happen. Like I said, am I the baddest motherfucker out there? Probably not. But I put it out there. So then I am that much closer to that. So that's what keeps me hungry every day. I'm leaving nothing out there for anybody to have.